Good morning. How's everybody doing? So, excuse my hair and my brows. I left my my regular brow pen at work. So this one is a little dark, but we'll lighten it up as we go. Actually, I think I'm going to get a little closer. How is everybody? Well, I haven't been on in a long time because I've been super busy. So I thought I better hop on and do some makeup. And I don't know if I've ever gone over the brushes with you guys. So I thought, while I'm doing the makeup, I might as well go over everything. Okay, so we have a really nice setting spray. It's called Stay Spray. And Stay Spray comes in, well, I like it in the SPF 30, but they discontinued it. So I'm using mine up before they're all gone. But they still have the Stay Spray without sunblock available. So I use the Stay Spray as a primer, as a sunblock. I don't use it at the end to set my makeup. I only do that with the vanilla setting dust. So I put it on a little puff, and I get it pretty saturated. And I just coat everywhere, and that really helps. It kind of like shrinks the pores or seals the pores, and then it makes your makeup stay better, like a primer. It honestly gives a little hydration to the skin before you put your makeup on, even though you should moisturize before putting your makeup on anyways. But yeah, so a lot of people will spray this at the end to set their makeup as well. We all do stuff a little different. Well, awesome. So if anybody's not aware, because I know we have a lot of new people on the page, I'm Tammy, and I am a aesthetic nurse. I do Botox, fillers, all that beauty kind of fun stuff. And so makeup is kind of a natural other thing to do. Okay, so I'm in love with more full coverage. You can see I have hyperpigmentation. I have that mask, melasma mask around my mouth, melasma up here, and I use special prescription pads to help combat that. So I like a full coverage makeup. And on the weekends, sometimes I do like lighter and stuff, but for daily wear, I use, it's called the Buff Brush. So the Buff Brush is very dense bristles for more of a full coverage with the least amount of makeup used to get that coverage, which I like. So you're not overusing makeup to make it look more full coverage. Okay, so with Seint, we make it so simple, okay? You're going to, I usually go from nose to ear for my primary color. And I'll do a half face to start with, so you can see how nice the coverage is. And I am barely tapping it. So you can see the difference, how nice that coverage is. So this color is Candlelit. Candlelit in June are like my go-to for foundation, like my base color. Little dab. All the way to your ear, always. You won't want your ear to give away any discolorations or whatnot. Perfect. Then you'll take a little bit of your base color as well, and you'll go across. The forehead we split into 3 parts. So I do a little base cover in the middle. Then we're gonna do some contour at the top and contour at the bottom. The reason I don't do my whole face with my foundation is so that it is a little bit more light. You don't have to have layers and layers of makeup. So if I'm gonna do highlight here, I don't need my regular foundation color there. So it keeps it much lighter, you know, layer wise, and you can still get full coverage, especially with the buff brush. So for my highlight, I'm going to use linen. And like I said, my eyebrow pencil, my main eyebrow pencil. So we went from nose to ear with the main color. Now I'm going to fill in everywhere we didn't use my main foundation with the highlight color. And it looks a little crazy at the beginning, but we're gonna blend it all together. I personally like to stipple, which is, you know, that little pressing technique for my under eye. I feel it keeps it from building up under the eye. It doesn't make any kind of stroke marks, which is nice. But for anybody that has a little bit of looser skin under the eye, it really helps not get in the creases, which is what we all want. We don't want our makeup to settle in any of the creases. Okay, I'm gonna fill in all the little areas in my dark brows because I left my pencil at work. So hang with me. I got a little extra dark brow this morning. How is everybody on this New Year's Eve? I'm just glad I don't have to work. Who else is off right now? Yeah. Okay, a little bit down the nose. I usually put a little highlight right here on the chin and a little highlight right there on the Cupid's bow. And then we're gonna blend everything. So this is the blush and bronzer brush. I don't use it. I use this one for the bronzer, and I don't use this for blush. I use this side for blending. So we all kind of use the brushes for different things, but that is the name for this one. So if you're searching it out, you know what I mean? It's some people call it the BB brush, the blush and bronzer brush. And then you just kind of blend. So, you know, it gets everything looking smooth and even. And all blended. Looks so good. In this camera, it always makes me look really white, but I think it's the light. Let's see if we can change the mood. Ooh, blue makes me look like I'm underwater. Well, I guess that's it. I thought this light had more options. Okay. So blend. And then I'll come back to this brush for the bronzer. Now we're gonna do a little contour. So this is the detailed brush. Has this little small end. That's great for like highlight. Here, I'll show you. This is a little bit of illuminator. It's great for getting in those little corners. If you're doing some nose contour, stuff like that. This end, because it is more shaped like that, I use it for my contour. So I'm using indigo, which is our darkest contour. And you're gonna put 4 stripes, okay? You're gonna go right under the cheekbone. This is like foolproof makeup, guys. Right under the cheekbone. Perfect. Right across here. So remember, we didn't bring the foundation all the way up. So we didn't have too many layers. Because we're going to bring our contour all the way up. So there was no point to put foundation all the way up to the top there. And then the 4th line is under the chin. Jawlines are super in right now. I inject a lot of patients' jawlines. You know, everybody wants that snatched jawline or, you know, Instagram jawline. But contour, believe it or not, a lot of those models use those in photos to make it look a lot more chiseled, and you want to bring your contour all the way up. And that really sets that jawline for you. Then I'll go back to my blendy brush, the blush and bronzer or BB brush, and I'll just give it a little blend. I don't like to over blend my contour because I don't want to lose too much of it. And then this top one, you're going to blend up towards your hair. I feel like I don't have any comments. Well, I hope you guys are there. Oh, I can make it all sassy. That's too fun. Okay. So little blend, low blend. Perfect. Okay, this brush is still on, the Buffy brush or Buff brush is still 50% off. I would snatch that up. It's only 18 bucks. This is called the powder brush. This one has this wonderful detailed edged brush, and then it has this really nice thick high coverage end brush on this side. I use this for my setting dust. Okay, and if you're not aware with how Seint does their makeup, it is pretty cool. So you get these palettes, and the palette I'll show you on a smaller one. So you get these palettes, and these are my lip and cheek. So your blush and your lipstick are the same, which is awesome. And then it's magnetized. So you buy these little tins, and the tins are anywhere from 14 to 18 bucks. Have your little color description on the back, and then it's magnetized, and they just pop right back in. And then you can design your palette any which way you want. How fun is that? And they have different size palettes. Like this one is my eyeshadow, and it has 3 different layers. This one is considered an artist palette, so it's really huge. And this one comes in 3 different layers too. So you can kind of just, you know, build your own little palette, and it's all in one, and that's what I love about Seint. That was the reason that I started using their makeup. is I searched out on the internet and I was like, I know that they make makeup out there that is simplified, that like it's all in one palette. I can just grab something, do all my makeup, and go. And I came across, well, at the time it was branded mascara makeup, and now they rebrand it to Seint. But I found it and I was like, oh my God, I love it. So I'm gonna use Desert Sunset. You could tell it's one of my favorites. It's definitely loved. I just give it a little, and our stuff is highly pigmented. So a little dab will do you. So you don't need a lot of really anything. Then I'm gonna go back to that blush and bronzer brush. And you can use the same blush brush to blend. I usually don't because it's just already has blush on it and it's super high pigmented. Give it a smile, make sure that you're right on that cheekbone. Beautiful. Okay, so then we'll go with the illuminator brush. Love this. This is called the Best Blend Forever brush. I love it for illuminators because it has this like wispy end, but I actually know customers that use this even for their foundation if they're looking for like light coverage. So Seint offers cream and powder illuminators. So the powder ones, the cream ones, they're all great. I kind of trade off based what mood I'm in. I do have some favorites. I'm going to use Scarlet. And you just use the illuminator on that high point of the cheek. And granted, you can use illuminator up here to give a little height to your brow. You could use it down the nose. You could definitely use a little bit on the Cupid's bow. You can use illuminator everywhere. For this video, I just wanted to make it like a simple full face coverage, so we can go over like extras on another video. But you know, do the top part of the cheek is your major area that you want to use an illuminator. And that's how you'll see those pictures of those models and they have that really pretty shine at the top of their cheek. That's from illuminators. Okay. So I like to condition the lips, and they have two lip conditioners. This one is the cherry, and it's literally just a gloss. But I like to use that before I put my lipstick on. Well, I don't know if anybody is commenting or not, but I don't have any comments. So I apologize if anybody is commenting and I'm not talking back to you. So this is the multitasker brush. As you can see by the color, I use it for lipstick. So the blush, the cheek and lip colors, like I said, are the same. We have matte, semi-gloss, and gloss. So even the gloss looks gorgeous on the cheeks. It gives that dewy look. So you'll use your same colors on lips you do in the cheeks, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of contour on the lips. And I already conditioned them. And I like this one because it cuts in really good, but then you get that little If you go a little bit lower, I'm talking a little bit lower than your natural lip, you don't want to get crazy and outline your lip way further down. It just gives that little bit of poutiness. And I like to use contour for it, but you can use lip liner too. Hey Corey, how are you? So again, this is what color? Let's see. The little stone contour. It's not the contour that I use for my base. I got this one just on my lips. I like to use contour to line them. You can use lip liner, and sometimes I do. But I always do the bottom one with contour, just so it gives that little bit of pouty, you know. Okay, so I'm going to use the same Desert Sunset that I used on my cheeks, on my lips. And obviously you don't have to matchy match. But today I'm just going to do the same color on lips. And you can apply this with just your finger. I love all of our brushes. This is the multitasker brush. So I used this end for the contour or the lip liner, and then this end for the lipstick. And you see how that just outlines. Oh, I know. I think I'm going to run into the office too for a little bit, but luckily I don't have to. But I know a lot of people work today, which is crazy. What do you do, Corey? What do you do for a living? Okay, this is called the line brush. It has your little spoolie on the end, and then it has this really hard cut brush that makes really good lines. So I'm going to go to my eyeshadows, and like I showed you before, my palette is the three layer one. So I kind of divvy them up of, you know, colors and stuff. But I got the advent calendar for the holidays, so I ended up with so many fun colors. So many. So I'm going to use, this is called Trust, and I just put a little bit on my line brush. So I am someone that suffers from a lot of allergies as I sniffle. So, oh my gosh, if you're a liquor store. Oh, so you're going to be busy. You're going to be super busy. I can't even imagine a liquor store on New Year's Eve. I mean, I feel like it's going to be slower for you because obviously there's not as many parties with the whole social distancing thing, but I know here in Vegas there's no events going on. So I like to use the line brush to create a little eyeliner with powder, not liquid for me, because I don't use mascara on my lower lashes. So that gives that little bit of edge. You can use this for your upper lid. Blend that stuff out. There you go. You can use it for your upper eyelash. Mascara, or Seint makes, it's called Black Friday. It's an actual black eyeliner, which is cool. I use like a dark brown for mine, and I like to bring it out in the corners, just on the lowers, since I don't use mascara down there. Okay, so I'm gonna, before I do my eyeshadow and stuff, I'm gonna set my makeup. So this is our vanilla setting powder. I'm going to use the powder brush, and I like it because it has kind of like a point to it. There you go. Has like a point to it, so it gets in under the eyes really good. So I'm going to put a generous amount into Sweepy, and that will make sure that your makeup doesn't crease under the eyes. You want to put it on the T-zone for sure. I am someone that is super oily, so I even keep the vanilla setting powder. I keep it at work. I keep one of them at work, and I'll just reapply like 2 or 3 in the afternoon to kind of get the oils off my face. I also use the Body Shop facial matting mist. I think I did a post on it. Literally you spray that on and it like sucks up all your oils. It is pretty cool. You have to shake it and get the active ingredients. I'm in Kansas, and we apparently don't have any restrictions for COVID this year. Oh, wow. That's awesome. We have family up in Kansas. We are really big Chief fans. So we're up in Kansas a couple times a year, even just to watch the game and stuff. So we do like Kansas. That's cool that you're there. Okay, and then Cayman is the bronzer. So Seint has 2 different bronzers. They have Bella bronzer, which is a cream darker one, and then they have the Cayman, which is a lighter powder one. I personally like the Cayman, the lighter powder one. I find that I can't blend the other one as well, but some people do. Some people love it. They actually can use Bella as, some people use it as a contour. Sometimes they use it as like a blush, a brown kind of blush for color correction. So I get a good amount on my BB brush, and you want to go on your high points, so your bony points starting on the forehead, then kind of come down the cheek. Make sure you get the neck. Get a little bit on that cheekbone, and then I just do a little light mist in the middle, just to kind of warm up the face. Super easy. And you could go super crazy with bronzer. Totally a personal preference, how tan you want your face to look. You know, but you do want to match your neck. Awesome. All right, so let's do some eyeshadow. I'll put that away. So, eyeshadow brush. I love Seint's eyeshadow brush. This little compacted one here is so nice to get into the groove of the eye, which obviously we want to do that to balance the colors. I'm going to go with something super chill because I'm not doing much today. So I'm going to use Sabrina. It's a really nice base color. Just a really nice like cream. It's a good color description. Cool. And then I think I'm going to use, what am I going to use today? Well, I'm going to use a little bit of eggnog. I got that in my advent calendar. It has this really pretty shimmer to it. That's super pretty. Do a little of that on the lower part. So I'm using the more compacted side because I want there to be a little thicker coverage. So in Kansas, do you have to wear masks? Here in Las Vegas, they're like OCD about the masks. So, but if you guys are a little bit more chill there, maybe you guys don't. Okay, then I'm gonna use a softer brown and just give a little detail. Like I said, I'm gonna do like a really relaxed eye. So, Sabrina all over, then eggnog just for a little contour color, and then oak. This is oak for a little highlight color. And these are great everyday colors. So then I'll take the foofy end and just blend. Blending is super easy on the eye. It's like windshield wipers. Like I said, makeup you don't have to be some like stellar makeup artist to make your makeup look good. You just need to know a couple few tricks and you're good. Okay, for the fun of it, I am going to do a little nose contour since I have you guys on with me. So I'm going to go back to my illuminator brushes and get a little bit of contour. And then now you don't have to do contour for the nose. It is more specialty, like as you get more comfortable with your doing makeup. And I have posted somewhere on the group a chart based on your nose shape, how to do your nose contour. But I can always send that to anybody that wants to see that. So notice it's a little bit more bulbous at the end. You want to come down, give a little shadow on each side, wrap that around the tip of the nose, and then fill in the bottom part with contour. Then take a lighter color, like so. Then I take my little blendy brush and just give a very light little sweep. You don't want to take your contour off or move the design a bit. And that's it. Pretty easy. And you want to make sure you come all the way up here so that the nose looks longer and straighter afterwards. Anyway, so that's that. If you get wild and crazy and you want to start some nose contour with your makeup. Yeah, and all the stores except for liquor stores I work for because I have heart breathing issues. Yeah, girl. At work, I'm a nurse, so I get that you have to wear them sometimes, but even at work, I just wear a shield. Number one, I don't want a mask taking off my makeup. Number two, I think it's a little crazy right now, even as a nurse. I think it's a little crazy right now. I don't know exactly what I believe about everything. So I protect myself and I protect others, but I try not to get too wild and crazy. So I have been really liking Maybelline Lash Sensational. I've tried a ton of mascaras and I do like the brush on this one. Now I have a lash growth serum that I designed with a company here in Las Vegas. And I have posted that on the wall before. If anybody's interested in purchasing that, you let me know. We carry it at my spa. It has like the same ingredients as like Latisse or the Rodent and Fields, Lash Boost. They're all pretty much the same ingredients now. But I think ours is 60 bucks and we ship anywhere in the US for free. And because I wear glasses daily, I can't actually let my eyelashes grow too long because they hit my glasses. So I use them. I use the Lash Boost probably 3 nights or 3 mornings a week, just so I get some really nice lash length, but I don't get too long. So someone that doesn't wear glasses, they could go ham and just get gorgeous, gorgeous lashes. This is our lash serum, and it is like an eyeliner. So you just literally apply that just like eyeliner every morning or every night. If you do it in the morning, it has to be fully dry before you put your mascara on. But you can see, you know, with mascara on, I mean, it really works. I have some length in my lashes. I wish I could use it every day and get even longer lashes, but I'd have to wear contacts and my allergies are too bad for that. My eyes would water, or they did water when I wore contacts. They would water and water and water, and I'm like, okay, this isn't fun. So, Seint Beauty, the makeup that I use, does not, believe it or not, have a mascara. It's the only thing I think that we're lacking in our entire line, which is hilarious. I also sell the Body Shop at home. I don't know if you guys remember, the Body Shop used to be in like all the malls in like the 90s. And it was kind of like Bath and Body Works, and then they disappeared. I don't know if they went under or what the heck, but they disappeared. And when they came back to the US, they decided to do direct sales only and not have stores. So I loved the Body Shop back in the day. So I was like, oh, I got to sign up with them. And they have a few really good mascaras. So if anybody needs any help finding a mascara, I can help you that way. I love the Lash Hero one. It has the lengthening fibers. So I'll use that one like if I'm going super glam. Like if I'm going out, I'm gonna hit the town. It makes them super long and luscious. Almost like falsies. So since I'm just chilling today, I'm doing our normal daily mascara. But you can see this Lash Sensational works really good. So nice. And like I said, I don't put it on my lower eyelashes just because it I have allergies. Let me get a Q-tip. I got one little smudgy dot right here. And then I can take my buff brush and give it a little tap. So it's all perfect. The cool part about cream makeup is it's super forgiving. You get a mess up, just blend it out. Blend it out and put some more color on. It's really, really easy. Okay. So, because my eye pencil was the wrong color this morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to use a little bit of powder to set my eyebrows in the right brunette color. I think I got, this was like more of like a black pencil, which I ordered a bunch of eyeliner pencils from overseas. I wanted to try them. I have a wholesale license. I have a boutique and I sold clothes and stuff. So I use it sometimes and I order, from overseas because eyelining pencils are like $1. So I'll order a whole bunch of different brands. And, about half of them suck. But I'm still saving money, even if half of them suck and half of them are great. An eye pencil here in the States is anywhere from $7 to $10. So this one that I grabbed this morning was one of the sucky ones. So just putting a little powder to kind of set the brows, and then they look more brunette, even though I have some gray hairs going on. All right, guys, I think that's it. So I did put my setting powder on. I'm just gonna re-dab. I hate to feel oily. And vanilla setting dust is translucent, so you could use it anywhere. It's not going to mess up the color of your makeup because even though it's white, it goes on translucent. All right, guys. Now, the puff that I used at the very beginning, it obviously is still wet with the setting spray, the one that I use for primer. So sometimes I'll use this and tap, and it will get off any excess makeup. So let's say I gooped it on and I just had a little bit of cakiness going on. If you kind of pat this around, it will take off any excess makeup that's not like pressed to the skin. And that's a little trick, because a lot of people use these to apply their makeup, but they're really good at absorbing any of the extras. All right, well, if you guys have a wonderful, wonderful new year, I will be back on probably next week. Unfortunately, I don't get to go live as much. I kind of felt like I wanted some sparkle up here. Yeah, I like that. This is Unicorn. Unicorn is super fun. Even though it looks like super gray, it goes on more like glitter. I don't get to go live as much as I want, but if you ever have any questions, just DM me. If you want to try the makeup, oh, I like that. If you want to try the makeup, let me know. If you have any questions, if you, you know, what I tell customers is that you don't have to buy the whole line. Some people literally just buy the cheek and lip color for me, and they love that. And they have one little baby palette that, you know, a small little baby palette that just has some lip and cheek, and they throw it in their purse for like their lipstick. I have some people that just buy the contour. They love their foundation, they love all their other products, and they just use our foundation. Has to be finished with the damp setting pom-pom. Well, I do. I only use it to get the excess makeup off. But no, I would say 9 out of 10 times I forget to do this step. So no, it's not mandatory at all. It's our stay spray is meant to be sprayed at the end of your makeup. I use it at the beginning as like a primer. So if you're using the stay spray, for a lot of gals, they'll put it on a puff and tap it around instead of spraying it so your mascara and stuff doesn't get wet. So, but again, not mandatory. Your makeup will still stick and look gorgeous, even with just a vanilla setting spray, vanilla setting powder. Or you can use this just to take off excess. But no, yeah, you don't have to. There's a lot of gals that don't believe in setting sprays or setting powders, and they go without. So there's many mornings that I am in a hurry and I don't use it at all. Either way. All right, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to do my hair now and then get going. I am going to do a few errands before it gets crazy traffic, and, you know, I don't want to be out there with the drinkers tonight. So, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And if you guys ever have any questions or whatnot, you could always join my the VIP group as well. There is a link on the page. I do a little bit more personal stuff inside the VIP page. And that's where a lot of the gals will post before and after pictures and stuff like that with their makeup. All right, Happy New Year's. I will see you guys next year. Bye, guys.